So this is my clothes. It no longer looks like a suit. It looks like a suit with a shirt, um, and a hat. So if I felt like going outside, that might be what I would wear tomorrow. But I'm not going outside tomorrow because I'm still working. So I'm looking forward to possibly wearing that t-shirt, that shirt that I haven't actually worn yet. I washed it ages ago, but I haven't actually worn it. It's just been sitting around. But I actually put it on the hook to make sure that I actually wear it, I would say. But I feel so bad for myself today. I was so bored. I felt as though I was just going to collapse. And not in a serious way, but I virtually just wanted to sleep. And I was only an hour in on a 5-hour shift. And I said to myself, how on earth am I going to make it through this shift? Because I feel so tired. All I want to do is sleep. And it probably has everything to do with me waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and realizing the dog was awake and wanted to go outside for a walk. And that I didn't go back to sleep after that. But anyway, I said, how am I going to do my job when all I want to do is go crawl on the floor and go to sleep? And so I was humming and hawing about it for a little while, while feeling incredibly lethargic. I mean, I stood up, I did a few squats, I went for a little walk outside on the deck, and then I came back. I washed my face. All I wanted to do is virtually close my eyes and go to sleep. I was closing my eyes while sitting at the table but not sleeping. But I was like, how on earth am I going to make it through? It's only been an hour. And I've done all these maneuvers to try and keep myself awake. And I was like, how on earth am I going to do the rest of my shift when all I want to do is sleep? So I ended up realizing that there's such a thing as free online games. And I just logged in and I started to play games while working. And then that kept my attention up. And I was able to complete my shift. So there you go. There was a way. I played a Wheel of Fortune game. When I was younger, I used to play that for hours, so I thought it would keep my attention, but the graphics were too high and the game was not very fast. So I quit that, and then I was like, you know what else I used to play when I was, quite a bit younger? That popping bubble game where you just align the same color bubbles in a line. It used to be called like Bubble or something. But the one that I played was very similar, but it was called something else. It's like Bubble. Something Bubble. It's like Popping Bubble or something. Anyway, so I played that. And by the time I finished playing my few games, it was only one more hour to go. And I was like, there. I I managed to get myself through it by playing games. But today we were asked, is anyone available during the holiday season? And I put my hand up and said, I am, because except for Christmas Day, I'm available all the time because I'm not doing anything. I'm not expected to go anywhere. And so if I end up working this holiday season, it's because I just said today that I would, even though I was crippling bored and found it very hard to sit until I found computer games are the perfect way to see through a shift. So virtually if I'm working this holiday season, it's because today I put up my hand to do so. I said, you can count on me because I'm not doing anything, and then I've sort of bothered myself into possibly working. Not long shifts, but still, if that's what I end up doing, then that's what I end up doing. Ideally, I should be arranging a holiday, but I don't feel like it. I'm not in the holiday spirit. I feel it very difficult to imagine bothering to book to get some photos done, which I should be doing in December. I don't know if I could be bothered. I mean, I'm not getting work. No one's giving me attention. I'm not even getting invites to jobs, let alone jobs themselves. So I'm like, why do I have to routinely get some photos done? And virtually, I'm sure if I don't actually do it, then I'll probably be at risk of being dropped. But I was like, I don't feel like it. I really don't know. All I want to do is sleep. I actually don't really admire the books, so I don't really admire it much because that's not where I get jobs from. It's where I get potential jobs from. That's not where I'm actually hired for a lot. I get hired more if I bother to mingle. Not like I'm looking. I think I'm unhireable this year. Next year might be a bit different, or maybe the year after. I don't really care. But I've been moody blue once again. I've been fighting my depression. I was okay this morning, but by midday or by lunchtime, I was feeling moody blue. And then I was depressed for 3 hours. And then I realized I need distractions. And that's been my mood swing today. And then this afternoon, I'm too tired to bother feeling moody blue, but I would add that I've been feeling a little bit blue and moody, and I was aggravated for half the day, or at least a couple of hours, and then I calmed myself down. It's actually very distressing to have to sit all day. I'm concerned about my stomach because I don't sit very well. I slouch a lot. Unless I'm pulling myself up, I don't. And I'm concerned that my posture is out of whack once again, which is terrible for me, but I'm also concerned that I probably need to do more because I sit around all day and then I'm like, I don't bother with that much exercise, and then I'm like, I really should because what I do is bad. Sitting around the computer. My computer is not on, and there's a reason for it. Even though I have a whole series, a box series that I want to watch, I can't actually watch it right now because when I'm using the computer all day, the last thing I want to do is actually use the computer. I don't even try to turn it on because I don't want to. And so I'm not going to be watching my series for a while. And this weekend, I am going to push together a little assignment and then submit it by Saturday. So for Saturday is assignment day and then submission Sunday. I'm not doing terribly great at studies, so I think I'll just paste it together and just shove it in there and not really care about it because I'm not doing very well. And so it's like, why should I care about it if it's gonna be as it is? I mean, I don't have a clue of what I'm doing right, and I don't have a clue of what I'm doing wrong. I just look at everything, and the remarks were like, you should check the outline to make sure you're doing your referencing correctly. And it's like, I did. I did check it, and I styled it as noted. And I'm being told it's inaccurate, so I already did that. And so I'm like, well, if that's not right, I don't know what is. I couldn't be bothered. I'll just slap bang everything together. See ya. I'm gone. I couldn't care less. I just don't get it. I'm just not getting the grades. When I was, well, 18 years ago, I was getting some pretty good grades because I passed in quite a few things, even though, universities wiped out my student records and my certificates that once existed were stolen, so I virtually haven't studied ever. Um, I just couldn't care less about grades right now. I'm very careless and I'm heartless, and I don't know why I should care, and I just don't care. Just leave it at that. It's like, it's not going well, it's not going right. I don't know why I should care. Let's not care. Let's meditate on feeling no care for something I couldn't give two hoots about right now.